Hey, what's cracking everybody? Futura 5000 in the house and in effect. And in this video, we're pulling the last two remaining Gummymikaman classics straight out of the vault. This is Noob on a Stick Part 1 and 2. Noob on a Stick was split into two parts back in the day because YouTube had a 10-minute upload limit, so it's essentially one long video. They were originally uploaded on June 5th of 2009, and this video will serve as a re-upload as well as a director's commentary of sorts. Very nice. Just as a note, the original video did not have any audio, so feel free to mute it if you don't want to hear the commentary. You won't be hurting my feelings because I know you'll be doing it for the true 2009 experience. Without further ado, let's let Gummymikaman take the stage. Take it away, Gummymikaman. Roll the film! And the protagonist of the anime takes the stage once again, Mr. Gummymikaman. Good to see you, sir. So this is Noob on a Stick, which is the second episode, I guess you would say, of Robloxian Recipes. This video in total is about like 14 minutes or so I'm going to be able to dive deeper into the context and into some of the lore behind this video because it's kind of interesting the more like I think about it, I remember this stuff. It's fascinating to think just how many ideas I had for cool videos that I just basically threw in the trash bin. Kinda sucks, but that's okay because I could just have new ideas and make new cool videos that I can also throw in the trash bin. Bada bing! So anyways, this is a Gummywood Studios production. Oh yeah. Robloxian Recipes, I guess you would say number 2. Noob on a Stick. Oh snap, I'm definitely not holding back the cool effects here. Look at that fixed camera, you can just see my mouse chilling. Sup Robloxians, I'm back again to share a new recipe. Noob on a Stick. Now, there's an unfortunate part to this little scene right here. You'll see it in a second. This is how you know I was insanely innocent as a kid. But also for some reason adding in the blood? Oh goodness. It's actually a really good representation of my childhood, honestly, with just how like innocent and naive I was to certain things, but being insanely aware to like other mature topics. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But once again, I was surely not cutting any corners. We were pulling out everything and we were putting it on the table. Another cool thing here too is we're getting, you know, a look into some of the lore here, like Chef Peterson's talking about other soldiers and stuff and going to HQ, so it's actually kind of neat to see this. I had like a little world and a little story going on, but it's unfortunate it never got more fleshed out, despite the fact it was completely ripped from Fallout 3. And this whole segment right here where I'm walking through the base, I didn't really have to add this. Honestly, I could have just like legitimately had him teleport outside the base. And fun fact, I actually got curious about this and I had to look it up. This video was released June 5th. Vehicle seats and like that little vehicle driving system you just saw there was released at the beginning of May. That was 1000% a show of technical skill. And also look at these guns over here. That's a laser rifle and a Gauss Rifle from Fallout 3. I most certainly was fascinated with that Gauss Rifle. I think by this point, Operation Anchorage, The Pit, and Broken Steel was released. Point Lookout was probably about to be released around this time. I could probably look it up, but I'm just going to guess. And that would be Gummymikaman's outfit right before I, lost access to the account, dressed up as Tobar the Ferryman. This whole segment right here, once again, this is nothing but a flex. This is just me showing off my little base, being the coolest guy on Roblox. Look at me, I'm the leader of the Enclave Armed Forces. Oh my goodness. I love this part right here. You know, I'd be better off with that go-kart back there. So not only do I feel the need to show off my little Secura cart, I have to grab a go-kart. But of course, they did have their faults. And it's a shame that these things don't work like they used to. Nice clean transition to the outside of the base. This is nothing but a flex. This is nothing but flexing. So that helicopter right there, that's basically a modified version of the standard Roblox helicopter. I believe that this vertibird was just an updated version of my original helicopter system that I basically made. So I did steal from Stealth Pilot, use his plane script as a base, but then made the helicopter system on my own. So it's kind of like half stealing. Maybe if it's under that 50% threshold, I'm not a credit stealing noob, but I don't know. Maybe I have to ask Zuka. But anyways, now we're going on the hunt. So just to kind of, delve a little bit more into the lore while we're hunting and murdering a noob here. In the previous video I talked about how I landed myself in detention by being a bad boy back in 2009, and when I was in detention I had some free time and I wrote down some ideas for some more episodes of Robloxian Recipes. So I haven't found that paper yet, but I also haven't looked very hard, but at the same time I have been thinking and remembering some other stuff that was supposed to go along with the series. So these videos take place in like a sort of post-apocalyptic universe similar to Fallout 3 but taking place within Roblox. Well, actually I guess you could say it's the Fallout universe if it took place in Roblox. And this Enclave outpost is one of many outposts that exist in this little world here that we've made. And one of the ideas I wanted to implement, and that's the whole reason I designed this whole exterior place with the vertibird and the carts and all that, was because I wanted to explore and have Chef Peterson visit other bases and have like collaborative cooking episodes where like multiple chefs would come in and Chef Peterson and Chef What's a Who's It from some other base would come together and make some fun recipes. And if I'm correct, I'm not entirely sure, I think I even had lore for all of the different bases, because just like the Fallout vaults in the Fallout series, they all had experiments going on in the population, and I wanted to implement that with the Enclave bases. Now, that's not very lore friendly, it doesn't really make sense. Oh, there he goes with the BB gun. And nice. I most certainly wanted to show off those weapons. Those are actually pretty cool guns. I would also kill to get those things back, man. I was very fond of the lasers back then. But as I was saying, I had plans for other bases and, a lot more episodes, more recipes and stuff. It was supposed to keep going, but, I guess I just kind of just lost inspiration and just moved on. And the unfortunate thing too is my PlayStation 3 would actually die sometime right after this video was made, mid-summer, I guess, of 2009, which is pretty unfortunate. So I wasn't able to play Fallout 3. The DLC wasn't released for PS3 yet, which really sucks because I really wanted that so bad, man. I really wanted Broken Steel, really wanted to get the Gauss Rifle, Operation Anchorage, the Pit, Point Lookout especially, and I don't think Mothership Zeta was even teased yet, but if only I was on Roblox, I can only imagine like the kind of alien stuff I would have gotten into, like UFOs and alien lasers. God, man. So many things that could have been, but, didn't get to be, which is unfortunate. I try not to think about it because it makes me sad, but if I do want to turn that frown upside down, I just think, well, here I am. I'm here now, and, everybody's here now too. You're here, so just remember that, The good days don't have to end. You can make these good days that, in the future you'll want to remember. And when you do, you want to look back on good days, and you want to continue to make good days all the time. Oh yeah. So anyways, back to the video where I'm flexing my technical skill here as a credit-stealing noob. Let's go ahead and land this helicopter. Once again, I could have totally cheaped out on this. I could have just done like the whole, from the kitchen to the outside of the base to, just finding a random noob, killing him, dragging him into the base. But you know what? This is Gummywood Studios. We do things a little different around here. We get a little technical, if you know what I'm saying. And something really unfortunate that I didn't address in the previous video was the fact that this is me playing on Gummymikaman, but the player list says player. And that's because in order to do all the cool little technical mumbo jumbo, like making the noob, appear in the helicopter, going inside and out the base, and, being able to modify stuff on the fly, was because I was playing solo. When you're playing solo, you can modify stuff just as if you were in Roblox Studio, I believe. And if not, then I probably was in Studio with maybe the window full screened, I couldn't tell you. But that's the reason it says player, which really sucks. I wish it would just say Gummymikaman. But the best thing that I have is the fact it says Gummywood Studios on the top left. See, this video was recorded with HyperCam 2, an unregistered copy of HyperCam 2 to be exact, and I learned that if you use a hex editor, you can go into the code of HyperCam and you can either erase it entirely so that way you can record for free, or you can change it to say what you want. And I do recall seeing other people changing the unregistered HyperCam 2 to be like the name of their YouTube channel or whatnot, and I had to jump on it and put Gummywood Studios, and that's awesome. I love that. If only it would have said Gummymikaman, but it's all good. It's all good. You know it's me. Unless I went deep cover for almost 15 years to impersonate some random kid from back in the day, but nah, when I say it, I mean it. 100%. 100 with double underlines. That's what I'm talking about. And of course, with all of my technical skill, I never learned what a weld was. And I couldn't just... and I couldn't just weld the dang noob onto the Secura car. Unfortunate. So that's when I kind of give up and just legit just skip ahead. And here we are, back in the kitchen. Right now, it's about a transition from the first half to the second half right now. And there we go. I tried to make it as flawless as possible. Can't ignore the fact that I just beat the dead noob with a frying pan. Pretty aggressive if I say so myself, and I certainly do. As a kid, I knew absolutely nothing about cooking. I think at like age 13, 14, I had never even operated a stovetop. I never really understood temperatures or cooking or anything like that, so I remember once in school we had a project where we had to come up with a recipe for like how to bake a turkey. I think this was either around Thanksgiving of 2009 or maybe back in 2008, I'm not sure. And I put that you had to put the turkey in the oven at 175 degrees for an hour because I thought that 175 degrees was hot. 175 degrees is only 10 degrees hotter than the safe internal cooking temperature of a turkey. I did not know anything about cooking. Oh, here comes Gummyikaman making a mess of the mess hall. I think I discovered this by accident, that I didn't weld my chairs down. I didn't anchor them either. Well, actually, I couldn't anchor them because I think if you anchored chairs back in the day, seat parts, it would cause your avatar to freeze. It wouldn't sit correctly. So everything had to be unanchored in order for it to work. And, well, you get this hilarious scene with me jumping around, just messing up the mess hall. Permanently messed up by the soldiers that we never get to see. Alrighty, let's check up on the noob. Looks like he is cooking well. Allow me to activate the purifier. What the heck does that even mean? I'm assuming, if anything, that refers to removing radiation from the meat, the noob meat, but that doesn't make any sense. We just made atomic bacon and eggs in the last episode. Why are we wanting to ingest radiation? That's completely contradictory to the previous episode. This is horrible. This lore sucks. This lore sucks! No wonder I abandoned it. Oh, jeez. I still hate this noob. Oh, jeez. Calm down, Gummyikaman. Calm down. Another representation of my childhood anger. And once again, don't pay attention to the fact that the complete dish is there in my inventory. Don't look at it. Do not look on the bottom left where it says noob on a stick. So there we go. Once it's ready, you need a stick about this big. And once again, another representation of my childhood innocence. Not seeing just how strange this would be, if you know what I'm saying. Ay. So there you go. We've got noob on a stick after about 15 minutes worth of work, which is untrue. It's more around the 13-minute mark, but I mean, I'll take it. So now we shall eat, and we shall bloody the floor. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. I can only imagine what the other recipes would have been. I'm assuming they were all Fallout related in one way or another. Maybe I made some sugar bombs. Oh, snap. Oh, snap, I forgot. I showed the soldiers. What? And they have names. Oh, goodness. It's Hellfire Trooper Sean, Jeebus, and Wanapati. Oh, boy. If I ever do show off the Gummymikaman cartoon, Wanapati does make a return. To be determined when that will be shown. Oh my goodness. Anyways, join the Robloxian Enclave Armed Forces. Wait, joint? Oh no, I'm gonna have to go back in time and fix that. That typo is unforgivable. Anyways, everybody, thank you for watching these Gummymikaman classics with me. This is only a small sampling of the videos that I made back in the day. I used to make videos as far back as, late 2007 to early 2008, but unfortunately, they're all lost to time, and I think permanently, which really sucks, but maybe I'll try to recover them somehow, recreate them, or maybe even make new classic-styled videos, who knows. But anyways, guys, thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. This has been Gummymikaman. Boom, 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 boom.